Hey everyone, this is Dean with DCA Crypto. I got a fantastic project for you guys today, and I'm going to show you how you can get in on this one early. So I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel, smash that like button, and let's jump into it. Alright guys, I got a fantastic project for you guys today. This one I'm really excited about. I'm going to show you how to get in early on this one because I think this one has a potential to do really well in this bull run. I actually had the honor of having a video call with the founder of this project yesterday, and that call went really well. Wanted to talk about the project with him and get more information because, you know, they have some awesome investors in this project. I wanted to make sure that everything was legitimate as well. So let's jump into it here. So this project is called OxVM, and they are a trustless layer 2 project on the Bitcoin network. They're high performance parallel EVM layer 2 on Bitcoin network. And what they're doing is really, really excellent. I talked to the CEO, I think his name's pronounced Bjorn, and he is actually in Singapore running this project. And, you know, it was late at night for him when he was talking to me because we're on different time zones, but I really appreciate him taking the time to have a call with me about this project, to go over it and talk about it with him and what they're doing. So we're going to get into that on this video, and I'm going to show you some things about the project that I'm excited about here. So they're the fastest modular execution layer for Bitcoin, and they have a team of 45 people working on this project right now, trying to get it ready for this bull run here, and they are working heavily on it. They actually have a great marketing team as well. They have some big investors in this project, some of the biggest investors in crypto actually. So they're saying here that as a trustless verification layer for Bitcoin layer 2 solutions, OxVM enables direct validation of data on the Bitcoin blockchain. This capability allows Bitcoin to truly scale through the diverse layer 2 solutions and supports interoperability between various layer 2 platforms. And I talked to Bjorn about this, and, you know, he was saying, you know, one of the biggest problems with Bitcoin network is not only the gas fees are high, but the transactions are slow, and the validations are, you know, somewhere between, I think, 7 and 12, every 7 and 12 minutes, the validations. So their dev team is working around that and finding a solution to do that with, you know, make faster transactions and, you know, very, very cheap transactions as well, and try to get the, you know, multiple, you know, transactions per second, not just, you know, transactions for every 10 minutes on the Bitcoin network or whatever the average is on it. But what they're doing is actually pretty amazing, and they are working with some gaming companies as well to launch on their platform, and they have some great partnerships with this. So this is the architecture of the OxVM network here. They have some Bitcoin nodes and the Bitcoin layer, and basically, you know, they have the OxVM nodes that are going to be running this, and they have validators. And what they're actually doing a node sale right now. It just went live, so you can purchase these nodes if you're interested in doing that. I'll show you the benefits of those. And these nodes actually, I think, are going to be really profitable in the bull run. And they're actually launching this project right now. They're tentatively planning on launching this project in early October, so that's a little over a month away from here. And, you know, these nodes, if you get in early, the way I'm predicting the price of these nodes, I think if you got in within the first couple days, they would pay for themselves within the first couple of days of this, because of the amount of tokens that you're going to get early on if you're involved in the tier 1 phase, which is right now. So here's Bjorn. I had a video call with him today, and it went really well. I'm going to go to his X page and show you that here, but he gives you his perspective on this and why he got involved with this. He does have a lot of tech background, and he's actually worked with a VC firm, and he's invested in a lot of startup companies around the world, including the United States. And he's worked with a lot of startup companies and helped a lot of companies get off the ground and running, and found financing and investors for those projects. So he knows how to get a project up and running. He's got a lot of experience with that. But his background is actually in the technical field, so he does have a lot of technical background. And his partner in this project has actually successfully launched crypto projects before. So their investors, a huge investor jump. If you guys know Solana, obviously you all know Solana. Their network, where they're adding the Fire Dancer to the Solana network. Jump is actually, you know, the ones that are creating that Fire Dancer validator for Solana, and they are an investor in this project. Also, Razor Gaming. A lot of you who are gamers know who they are. Actually have some of their gaming mice and keypads and stuff like that. So Razor is also invested in this project. And then they got Signum Capital, who will be, and others. And Unicornverse, I can't really say anything publicly about them. From what I've heard of that project there, this could be very huge for this project. If what I have heard through the grapevine about Unicornverse and what they do, if that's true, it could be very, very huge for this project and its potential in the bull run. They're partnered with some gaming layer 2s in the Bitcoin ecosystem as well, and they are targeting the gaming sector as well as other sectors as well, trying to launch those projects on the Bitcoin network and bring Web 2 people into Web 3 on Bitcoin, and they're working with various projects and on accomplishing that goal. So they do have the yellow paper that you guys can look at. It's several pages long, and it would take a long time to go through all the stuff in the yellow paper. But you guys can read through this. Bjorn wrote this. It's very detailed, and he's got a lot of information in here about this project. Very specific, very detailed plan for this project. He's been working at this for a long time. This isn't just some fly-by-night project. He's got a great team working on this and talking about how the architecture works and how their network works with the nodes and the validators and all that, and the transactions on the Bitcoin network and what they're doing to make it fast and cheap transactions as well, and still very secure. So what they're doing is actually really, really cool. If we go to their X page here, they currently have a little over 100,000 followers, and they are partnered with a project that they're starting called Scribbles. So Scribbles is their Genesis project. I imagine they're going to be probably launching some kind of NFTs, so you may be able to get in on that and get some of the Genesis NFTs. If this project does really well, the potential for these Scribbles NFTs, if they have those, I think they do. I think they're going to have those because they have a whitelist for Scribbles. If you can get in on those cheap, or I'm not sure if they're cheap or free or whatever they are, but you guys can check that out. I haven't had a chance to look into Scribbles, but that is their Genesis project. And if you can get in on those could potentially be worth a lot later on as well. They did a recent AMA where you can listen to that on here and on their YouTube channel, and they're talking about what they're doing with this project and everything here. But they're also keeping people updated with their AMAs and partnership announcements and stuff like that on the X page. So make sure you follow them on their X page. And then Bjorn, I hope I'm pronouncing his name correctly, is also on their X, so you can follow him on here. And he's basically posting about the project on here as well. But he's got a post on here that kind of goes over his journey as a professional engineer and a CTO with a venture capital firm, and how he's developed into this company here and what he wants to do with this project on the Bitcoin network. So I encourage you to go read his post on X about this. So if we get into the Validator node sale, that's actually live right now. You can purchase these. It just went live today, a few hours ago, so this will be live by the time this video comes out. I'll leave the link for this in the description below. You can use my referral link or my referral code to purchase these. I'd appreciate if you use my code. I do get a little bit of a referral fee for that, so I do appreciate if you use that. I'm going to be getting some of these nodes as well. I can't show you how to purchase the nodes because it's not live yet as of this recording. It's actually going to go live while I'm sleeping tonight. So I'll miss out probably on the beginning of it, but I'll still, the market's pretty slow right now, so you should still be able to get in on this on tier 1 because for the first 10,000 nodes, they're going to be available for 700 USDT. And with as dead as the market is right now, I don't think these will sell out right away in the first day. If they do, I'll be surprised for any project really right now. But you'll probably have enough time, to have time today to go purchase these while they're still in tier 1. But once the market starts picking up, these are likely going to take off and do really well. But as far as the pricing on these nodes, I think it's a very fair price. Their total supply is, when I calculate it out from their schedule, is going to be 1 billion tokens. And because 26% of the supply is going to be going to the node validator, the node owners, so you'll get they're going to be sending out 700,000 XVM tokens per day distributed between the node owners. So based off from that, I'm predicting the price of this coin could potentially get to $1 or more in this bull run. And if there were 10,000 nodes sold at some point, which I don't think they'll, I'm guessing maybe 2,500 or 5,000 will sell on the first day, maybe, if that. You know, let's say 5,000 sell within the first day. Well, that's going to be about 140 tokens per day to the node owners, and likely they would pay for themselves with just pretty much within the first few days. And if only 1,000 nodes sell the first day and you purchase it the first day, you would get 700 XVM tokens, which if the token got to $1, literally would have paid for itself in one day. So I'm kind of expecting somewhere, for a first day reward on these nodes, I'm expecting somewhere between 700 and 100, between 100 and 700 XVM tokens for the first day. And depending on how many nodes sell after that, depends on how well it'll do. But even at 10,000 nodes sold, you're going to get 70 tokens per day. So that's potentially $70 or more per day in the bull run just for a $700 investment. So I think it's going to pay for itself really quickly. So you could purchase these with USDT, and you could purchase them, I believe, on Ethereum, but you can also purchase them on Binance Smart Chain, the BNB network, with USDT and a little bit of BNB for gas, or you can get them on Arbitrum with a little bit of ETH for the gas fee, like less than $1 worth of ETH, and then USDT and Arbitrum network as well. So when you're withdrawing USDT from your exchange to your MetaMask wallet, make sure you choose like Arbitrum network if you're going to use Arbitrum, or Binance BNB BEP20 network if you're going to use the Binance Smart Chain. But also transfer either a little bit of BNB to your wallet for the gas fee, or a little bit of ETH on Arbitrum network to your wallet to cover the gas fee on Arbitrum with that, because you will need a little bit of ETH on Arbitrum to cover the gas fee. But like I said, it should only be way under $1 for that gas fee to purchase the node, and then you'll also need 700 USDT for each node. Once you purchase the nodes, basically all you got to do, there's no software required, no hardware required. All you got to do is connect your wallet to the website, purchase your node, and then while your wallet's connected to the website, you can go ahead and delegate it right away to run. They're going to let you delegate the node on their website, and they'll run the nodes for you. You don't have to do anything. You're just purchasing basically the license to own the node, and then they run it for you. So they'll do all the validations for you with their software. You just got to go on their website and select to validate or delegate your node, and then they take care of everything for you. And then they said after about 3 hours is when it'll start updating and showing you the tokens being generated. It takes about 3 hours or so for the tokens to start generating on your account as you're seeing it on the website here when you connect your wallet to see your balance. So they do have that 700,000 XVM daily distribution. Then you get between 5 and 15% referral for referring. So I appreciate if you use my referral code. And then once you purchase a node using my code, you'll get your own code where you can refer friends and family members and so on with your referral code, and earn a little bit of your money back for referring people with it. So go ahead and check them out. There's also participation rewards. We'll get into that on this video as well. Got a lot of information in this video, so hang tight with me because there is a lot of information to go over this. The total supply for the nodes is 50,000 nodes. It's very unlikely that many will sell, but it is possible. Most projects don't completely sell out for their nodes because after the first 10,000 nodes, the price starts going up by $1 for every 10 nodes that are sold. So after, basically after, let's say it goes from 10,000 nodes to 11,000 nodes, that's going to be an extra $100. So it'll be like $800 by the time the 11,000 nodes are sold, and then 12,000 nodes, it'll be $900, 13,000, it'll be, $1,000 and so on. So every time it goes up in price, the price of the node will continue to go up after 10,000 nodes for every 10 nodes sold. So there will be a dashboard here that you can see your total nodes running, and you'll see the remaining pool of XVM, 251 million tokens, and then daily reward of XVM pool is 700,000. And there is a halving schedule for this. After 6 months, this cuts in half to 350,000 tokens going out to between the node owners as well. And then you can see your nodes on here and so on. You just got to connect your wallet to do that, of course. But like I said, anyone can run a node and it's real simple to do. You just go there, and then once you purchase the node, make sure you go to your dashboard up here, and you can delegate your nodes, and make sure you delegate them so you start generating the tokens with it. So the node sale details here are their nodes are sold against a max supply of 50,000 nodes. The first 10,000 nodes are locked at $700, and then the purchase with USDT directly on their website, and then after the initial 10,000 price, it goes up by $1 for every 10 nodes, like I said here. So kind of keep that in mind. A total of 26% of the XVM token supply has been reserved for the node rewards. The XVM supply is distributed daily with a starting distribution of 700,000 XVM across nodes. Total supply for the XVM is 1 billion. So that's why I'm saying I would predict this to get to $1, because usually decent projects with 1 billion total supply can get to $1 or more in the bull run. If it does better than that, it could potentially do better than that. So that's kind of how I'm figuring out that price point, but no guarantee of that, guys. It really depends on how the project does. So then every 6 months there's a halving schedule with these, and these will be generating the tokens for 48 months. But I'm going to go over the other rewards for this, because you're not just going to get those tokens distributed to you every day. There are also other benefits that are huge for owning these nodes as well. So let's get into that here. So daily XBTC gas fees are wrapped BTC for performing a critical function on the 0xVM network. Revenue sharing in forms of XVM or Layer 2 native tokens for projects or Layer 2s operated on the network. And then they also have governance and voting power for the node owners. And then they're also going to do XVM airdrops and give you priority access to different stuff and other exclusive privileges. And those exclusive privileges are other projects that launch on their network. Let's say a gaming token launches on their network. They're going to be doing airdrops and stuff with that as well. Other tokens will be able to be launched on their network, so they're going to potentially give you revenue from those other projects, shared revenue with the node owners, and shared transactions. So if a gaming project has transaction fees on their network, all that will be shared with the node owners as well as airdrops and exclusive access to some of these other projects out there. And they're not just doing gaming projects, they're doing several other type of projects on their platform as well. And with Razer Gaming being a partner with them, they could potentially have some huge projects launching on this, as well as Jump, because Jump is a massive project. If you guys know what they are doing for Solana and other projects as well. Jump is one of the biggest projects in crypto. So here's their founder's LinkedIn page, Bjorn, I think it's pronounced, and if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, I really apologize. But we had a great video call today. I talked to him, and he was, it was late at night for him, and I really appreciate him taking the time out of his schedule to meet with me and have a video call with me. But he's Chief Technology Officer with multiple startup projects out there. He's currently with Antler, a VC program out there, a VC company out there, venture capital advisor for them. And they've helped several projects launch in the technology field across the world. And then he's also worked with Google, or worked for Google as well. And he's worked with several other big companies out there. But like I said, they have some great partnerships, and they have a great team working on this. They've got 45 team members currently that are working on this, and they've got devs that are working on getting this project up and launching. They plan, like I said, on launching in early October, depending on market conditions, of course. So that time frame may get adjusted. But there's some other big news that's going to be coming out about this project as well that I can't release yet to you guys. But when I'm able to, I will. But they do have some other big news coming out with this project as well that I will share with you as soon as I'm able to publicly share it. So you can go to 0xVM's YouTube page, and they're going to be doing updates on here regularly. But you can go on here and you can actually listen to an AMA with Bjorn, and he talks about the project and what they're doing. I'm going to play just a short clip of this for you guys, and just so you guys can hear his voice and talk a little bit about the project, and then we'll jump on to the next thing here.
Hi Bjorn, how are you today?
Hi Florent, thank you for the introduction, and thank you for asking. I'm doing great. Here in Singapore, our workday has almost come to an end, and I'm super excited to see this turnout for our first ever AMA. And also, while I'm talking, a big shout out to my co-founder Kelvin, who has been unfaltering in his support for me during the build out of 0xVM. We've got lots to share with you today. But before we go there, I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself so you know who I am. As Flora said, I am the co-founder of 0xVM. I'm old at this point, so I have decades of history in technology and innovation. Started my career as a software engineer, moved into technical and business leadership roles over time. I built startups in Sweden, Singapore, kind of built startups in the US, also to name a few places. More recently, I've been partner in a Singapore-based venture capital fund where we invested in more than 100 companies across Singapore, Southeast Asia, and the entire world. And I'm very excited to meet you all tonight.
Thank you.
All right, so, he's got a lot of experience with getting projects up and running. He's got the connections to make it happen. As you can tell with the investors in this project, he has a lot of connections in the space. And his partner has launched crypto projects successfully before as well, so they do have experience doing this, and they've got a lot of experienced devs working on this project as well. And they have a big marketing team. They've got like 15 people working just in their marketing team to make sure that they push everything correctly in this thing to get it up and going and promoted properly for this bull run. So I'm excited about this project, guys. If you have any questions, hit me up. I do have his contact information, so I can always reach out with him and find out any questions that you guys have about the project in general. But I wanted to verify and make sure that this was a legitimate project and all that, because I know there have been some scams out there with some of the node projects. So I personally wanted to verify this one, and I have done that, so I feel comfortable getting this out to you guys. I had a great call with him today on video and talked with him about the project, and it was really nice of him to do that. And unfortunately, I couldn't record the call because it was Google Meets and I was on my phone at work. I had to take a break and go talk to him while I was at work, so I wasn't able to record the meeting, but I did get a chance to talk to him, and I feel comfortable promoting the project on my channel to you guys and letting you guys know about it. So that's kind of where I'm at with this project. I will be picking up some of these nodes. I think this one's going to do really well, especially with Jump and the other investors that are involved with this one. So this is one that I'm excited about. If you're interested, you can use the link, my referral link and referral code in the description below. Hopefully there's no glitches when the node sale goes live. There might be, but he said if you do have any issues for some reason, they have tested this quite a bit before it launched. They've done a lot of testing on it to make sure the node sale was going to be successful and not have any issues. But once they start pushing, if a lot of traffic gets pushed to the website, that's when stuff starts to break down and they have issues. But if you do have any issues, let me know and I'll try to reach out to them. But they also have a Telegram and a Discord that you guys can join and let them know if you're having any issues and give them specific details so they can get it resolved right away. But hopefully everything is running smoothly and we can purchase the nodes without any issues. So definitely check this one out, guys. I think this one's going to do really well, and like I said, for the price of these nodes, for the circulating supply and the amount of tokens that are going to be going out to the node owners, I think these are going to be great passive income for the next 4 years with this project. And it sounds like they're launching right at the perfect time for this bull run, so that is another good thing as well, and they definitely have the experience to do this. So that's what I got for this video, guys. I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my channel. Also, please give this video a like. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and we'll see you on the next video.
Tell me what you want.